Hey guys, just real quick before we jump into the video, just wanted to say I am starting a new series called Smart Home Saturdays. Videos all about smart home devices, accessories, routines I run, automations I use, all kinds of good stuff. So if you're interested, hit that nice red looking subscribe button and join us for those videos. All right, with no further ado, welcome to the first video of Smart Home Saturdays. What's going on, guys? Tyler here from Unbox Techie. Hey, a little bit different setup here. I am actually in Seattle, Washington. I'm looking out this window right here at the Space Needle. It's a beautiful view here, but more on that in another video. Guys, today we're talking about 5 smart home devices that will totally jumpstart your smart home lifestyle in 2021 for a very low price. These are the best of the best items for the lowest of the lowest price. So if you guys are interested in today's video, if you like videos like this, please consider smashing that nice red looking subscribe button. It really helps me, and I have the goal this year to hit 1,000 subscribers as fast as I possibly can. So you guys just tapping that nice red looking subscribe button really goes a long way and helps me out. So thank you guys so much for that. Now, with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, guys, so first thing is first, if you have a TV that is not a smart TV, meaning there's no apps on it, you can't really access Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus, any of those generic, media streaming apps. If you can't access any of that, you want to make it a smart TV. Now, what we're gonna do is use a very low priced Google Chromecast to do that. You could also consider using a Roku, but I prefer the Google Chromecast because of the device that we're talking about in the second slot today. Now, what I do with the Google Chromecast is basically just plug it into an HDMI port in the back of my TV. And at that point, I can use my phone to actually download the Netflix app and cast, or meaning send media or video over to my Google Chromecast, which will then be played on my TV. And it works wonderfully. Now, one quick note before we move on to number 2 is that Google actually just came out with a brand new Chromecast with a remote, which is super cool. So if you love the functionality of the Roku remote or the Apple TV remote, or maybe you just are used to having a remote with your smart devices with anything that you use, maybe you got the old school DirecTV type remote and you want to keep a remote, be sure and check out the brand new Google Chromecast that actually has a remote, still at a great price. Now, if you're interested in this Google Chromecast, be sure and check out Target, Walmart, Best Buy. Any of those places should have it. You might even be able to find it online at Google Store. I know they also have a store online and they can ship it to you. So check out any of those places to get your hands on it, as well as this next product that we're talking about will be at the same places, and that is the Google Home Mini. Now, the Google Home Mini is actually just a smart assistant, meaning it basically just listens for audio and then it can do a variation of things. It can talk back to you, it can play music, it can play podcasts, it can play news, it can act as a Bluetooth speaker, it can do a variation of commands, it can send different commands to various smart home devices, which is mostly what I use it for, and I'll talk a little bit about that in this video. When I first got the Google Home Mini, I was thoroughly shocked at how much I use it. I use it multiple times a day, every single day. Now, you can do things like call the device assistant by name, and then you can say play The Office on Netflix on the living room TV, and it will actually send Netflix that Office episode over to the TV that you have hooked up to that Google Chromecast. And that's one reason I love both of them together, because they work seamlessly together. You can even tell it to play music on Spotify on its own speaker, or you can have that send it over to the Chromecast and play it through your TV speakers. There's so many different options you have to make these two work together. Not only that, but this smart assistant can do so many different things with smart home devices. Like I mentioned earlier, this thing can turn on lights, turn off lights, it can turn on or off smart outlets, it can open or close garage doors, there's so many different things that this smart home assistant can do that I highly recommend it, and that's what I use it for so much. All right, now that you've got your media all set up, you have your Google Chromecast, which will show you photos and videos and things like that. You have your smart speaker, which will play audio and things like that for you. Let's move on to the third product, which is a smart outlet. Now I'm going to show you here, these are my very favorite smart outlets, and smart outlets are super helpful. I use these so much. Basically, it's an outlet that connects to your Wi-Fi network. And basically, when you plug it in, you can plug any device into it. And over the Wi-Fi network, using your phone and the Smart Life app, if you're using these specific Amison smart outlets, or whatever app you're able to sync with these smart outlets, you can turn them on or off. So one example of this is maybe you want to plug a lamp into a smart outlet, and then you can control it on your phone and turn it on or off. The other thing you can do is control that same lamp and that same smart outlet with your Google Home Assistant if it integrates with the Google Home library. Now, what I do is use the Smart Life app. It's an open source, I believe it's open source, free app, and you can just search it. It's called Smart Life. It's on the App Store or Google Play Store, and there's so many integrations that are available with it. And like I said, I recommend these Amison smart outlets. They're super good price. I have a link down below in the description. See what kind of price you can get for them from that link there, but these are super good price, and you get 4 of them to really get jump started on smart outlets. The other super cool thing about these and using the Smart Life app is you can actually set them up on timers. You can set them up on a schedule, like day by day. You can set them up on a schedule so they turn on when the sun rises and turn off when the sun sets, or vice versa. There's so many different possibilities with these that you can use them for, and I highly recommend them because I use them so much. Okay, cool. So you're watching your smart TV, you're talking to your Google Home Assistant, and you're turning your lamp on and off with your phone or with your smart assistant. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing with another device that is very dumb in the house, but that you can turn into a super brilliant smart device. And that is lights. The light bulb was an incredible invention, but here in 2021, it's basically just a device that you screw in and it turns on. With a smart light, you can do so much more with that. You can change colors, you can set scenes, meaning change multiple lights to kind of change the mood or ambiance of the room. You can turn them on or off. You can dim them up and down. There's so many different variations of stuff you can do with these smart lights that I love using them. Now let's jump into here to my computer here. Now if you just Google or search here on Amazon smart lights, you'll see a lot of different options come up here. Now I do want to show you some things to look for here. You want to make sure there is no hub required. If you see that no hub required, that means nothing is actually going to have to plug into your router. I personally use the Philips Hue lights, and they are phenomenal, but they are more of a premium product. They're not a low price product like some of the ones you might find on here are. Now this does require a hub, but what you're going to want to do is look for no hub required, and also see if there's an app that allows you to kind of control them, set their colors, set their brightness, and anything else that you might want to use these smart lights for. You might also want to check and see if they integrate with Google Home, meaning they're allowed to be controlled by the Google Home smart assistant that you now have and run most of your smart device audio commands on. Guys, having an awesome lighting system can really change how amazing the room is presented. It really is cool. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the last product, and you're absolutely going to love this last product. But before we do, be sure and smash that nice red looking subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. It helps me grow the fam nice and big, and like I said, I have that goal of hitting 1,000 subs, so please just help me out and hit that nice red looking subscribe button. Thank you guys. Let's go into the last product, and this is not just a single product, but a whole company of products, and they are awesome. Now, we are getting into the smart home area of security. Now, if you know security smart home products, they're very expensive and they usually require subscriptions. So what if there was a company that had very inexpensive products that did just about everything that the main companies do, but doesn't have a subscription? Now, this is what the company Wyze is trying to do. They're trying to redefine how much security cameras, security products actually cost, as well as other smart home and smart lifestyle products. Now, Wyze is spelled W-Y-Z-E, and if we actually jump here into my computer, we can go to their website and see what they have here. Now, this is Wyze's website here, and I actually have the Wyze Cam version 2, so it's an even older version than the one that is listed here. My sister has the Wyze Cam Pan. That camera will actually pan around the room, so it'll kind of scan the whole room so you can kind of see anywhere in that room. Now, they have an outdoor cam, they have a video doorbell, headphones, thermostat, Wyze lock so it can lock your door, a robot vac, a scale that will actually sync with Apple Health and Android Health, I think, things like that, a smartwatch type of thing, a sprinkler controller, Wyze bulb, Wyze plug. They're just an awesome company, and I'm not sponsored, I'm not, affiliated with them in any way, but they are just an awesome company that has some really cool products, and I absolutely love our Wyze Cam. It works really well. Let me click on it and show you a price here, because the price is phenomenal. It really is like ridiculous. So right up here in the top right, you can kind of see $19.99. That's less than $20 for a security camera with no subscription needed. It will actually send you alerts to your phone. That little ding I might have just got might have actually been my security camera notifying me that somebody just walked by our door or something like that. But basically, you can set up notifications. It will record up to 15-second clips with no subscription. You can also put an SD card in there and record longer clips. There's so many different options available with it. And crazy, you can actually even use your Google Chromecast to view your Wyze Cam live feed. So if you want to turn your maybe living room TV into monitoring the camera, or maybe you think you heard something outside and you just want to take a quick look at your camera, you can actually turn your TV using that Google Chromecast into a monitor, basically, that will show you the live feed of your security camera from Wyze. Pretty mind-blowing. Guys, this has been 5 devices that will really jumpstart you into the smart home lifestyle for 2021 at a very low price. So if you guys are interested in any of these products, just check them out. They really are awesome products. If I've talked about any that I recommend or have down below, you can check out those links down below. And please consider smashing that nice red looking subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video and in the future series, Smart Home Saturdays. Take care, guys.